This week was World Sight Day, and that got us thinking about technology's potential for preventing blindness. Alex found out about an app that's turning smartphones into portable tools to combat sight loss, and he went to meet the team behind it.
Your eyes are amazing. They contain millions of light-sensitive cells and allow our brains to see the world. But they're also delicate, and there's an array of conditions that can cause vision loss and, in the worst cases, blindness. And that's a huge problem facing people across the developing world. The sting is that the majority of blindness can be treated or avoided altogether. But for many of these communities, accessing this care has been more or less impossible. Now, traditionally, medical teams trying to reach rural communities in the developing world had to lug expensive, bulky equipment over dirt tracks, and when they got there, often there wasn't the power to operate it. So the people who needed the help the most weren't able to get it. But then the solution presented itself in the form of kit most people already had in their pockets.
So what we have is, this is a universal clip which allows it to go on any smartphone. And then
Andrew and his team have developed these mobile eye scanners. They change the optics of a smartphone's camera, allowing anyone to see into the eye and share the results with medical experts.
I switch the device on, and as you look into the distance, I bring that close to your eye, and that gives me a view of the inside of your eye. So I can see your optic nerve there, which is a direct extension of your brain, and the rest of your retina as well. It's not the patients that need the phone, it's the caregivers. And so what we're doing is extending who can go and find those patients. So rather than having a doctor or a nurse or an optometrist having to go and find people who can't see, we are able to put this in the hands of non-specialists, school leavers, teachers, which means your workforce can expand hugely, meaning those who are currently not getting access to anything are being reached.
Andrew's team are about to expand their operation with a view to helping people in more than 60 countries. And there's certainly a need. Globally, there are 36 million people who are blind. 89% of them live in the developing world. More than 75% of blindness can be avoided. And by 2050, avoidable blindness is projected to increase threefold, due largely to an aging and growing global population.
There are so many issues in the world today, people starving, dying of disease and so forth. And so poor vision is really at the bottom of the scale of priorities. But we believe that if you think of it in terms of the productivity, education outcomes, gender equality, this is something that government leaders need to take much more seriously.
Our eyes have evolved over countless generations. But in just a couple, we've seen technology present new solutions to some of the most debilitating conditions. Alex Morgan, Sky News.
Here on Swipe,
We've seen technology present new solutions to some of the most debilitating conditions.